y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a request from Jamesy, and this is Jax. I choose violence. Let's go ahead and jump into it. See what happens in this one.
You told me I was.
This has been a big deal on TikTok when you choose the bear. If y'all are not on TikTok, y'all, women, we're asked the question, would you rather be in the forest with a man or a bear? And a lot of women chose the bear, and a lot of men didn't understand why. And I feel like Jax is going to explain it to us. I forgot what other song she had. What it was such a good song. What was the other song?
A few moments later.
You told me I was 18, going on 35. You made me feel like the smartest human alive. I thought I was clever, but you were cleverer. You said you never fell in love like you did with me. You paid for all the hotels, I paid for fake IDs to spend the last 10 years trying to piece it together. I went to therapy religiously. I never sleep. I made my brother promise me he'd let you live, and I guess I could forgive. But I choose violence. I choose war for all the little girls that should be warned. I could choose silence, but what for? You took my innocence, now I'll take yours. So I choose violence.
Y'all, ooh, this is deep, and I know this is gonna make so many people mad. And we had a conversation because we did a video, and it was about younger men with women, and a lot of people, it irritated me because they were talking to me like I'm not a woman and I've never been a young girl before. That's what I hate. And so, like, I'll leave my little soapbox talk for the end. But yeah, I had older men like approach me at a very young age, and I looked like a baby because I look way younger. Like, for my age, I look very young. So imagine me being 13, 14, 15, 16, and men approaching me knowing how old I looked and how old I was. And people, I hate it. I hate it. And thinking about it as an adult makes me so cringy, and so grateful that my mom was so protective of me. But it irritates me when we have conversations like this and people talk to me like I'm not a woman and I've never lived my life. I've never been outside. Okay? And that's why a lot of women choose the bear.
I might die trying. Now you're probably her world, and she won't understand that all you need is a girl to feel like a man. Tell your friend she's a friend at your hometown dive. But when you were 13, she wasn't alive, and by the time you were 18, well, that girl was 5. You had a teaching degree, well, she was learning how to drive. And you'll make her feel safe, like you made me feel safe. Like, oh my God, you're so mature for your age.
Y'all, See, I usually don't get into things like this on my channel, but that line right there, like, I feel like if girls had $1 for every time they heard that. Be real.
Except she's not your age. So I choose violence. I choose war. choose hiding
Mm.
at 44 in your mother's house. She'll guard the door.
She brought her
But
problem.
I'll choose anger. I'll choose rage. When I built an army of girls half your age, I will choose violence. We'll all choose war, and every little girl will be warned. We won't choose silence, not anymore. You took our innocence, now we'll take yours. So I choose violence,
Ooh.
and maybe I'll die trying.
Oh, this was so good. And it angers me so much. Like, Benny Madonna song that we did, I forgot the name of it, but I had to delete some of the comments. But so I remember, and I'm not gonna get too deep in this because I have so many stories. And it's like, if you have a daughter, like, the amount of protection that you have to, I can't imagine what my mom went through. But when we stayed in these, I have so many stories, but I would ride the MARTA because we had moved, and I didn't want to change schools, so I would take the MARTA like at 15 to go to school. And I remember my cousin Larry, because he was a police officer, because I was followed home and I had to run to my house, because I would get off at the same time every day, and I guess this guy was watching me. He started running, I started running to get in my house, and he had to wait outside my apartments in his car to make sure nobody followed me home. That was just one story. It was a grown man. I was a little girl. I'm not gonna get it. I have stories for days, and this was like, so when people say certain things, like, they don't understand, it seems irrational for a woman to choose a bear over a man. Like, they say that because with a bear, you know what you get in. It's a wild animal. But if something happens, and I'm not going to argue with people in the comments, but I'm saying all this because I know people are going to, like, comfort me and say it's just ridiculous. But when you've been in a situation where something has happened to you and you're victim shamed, or you're not believed, or and it's happened so many times, you just, like, feel like it's normal. So that's where that comes from. As ridiculous as people may think that is, that's why. So, geez, I think I'm done for today, because this just drained me and brought up, like, some things I haven't thought about in a while. But women go through this every day. So, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Jamesy for this request, and I'll see you in my next video. Ta-ta.